So who are the Genii? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I'm Taylor and I'm the Stargate Guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Today we're doing another racial profiling and we're talking about the Genii. The Genii are a community of humans who live in the Pegasus Galaxy. This community of humans, well, works off of subterfuge and lives under a military dictatorship. You see, in order to prevent culling, the Genii had put together a facade of farm-level development on the surface. They go to extreme lengths to make sure that this facade is both believable by the Wraith as well as by other human species that they come in contact with. Therefore, they have harvest festivals and they have really bad moonshine, and they go through great lengths to make sure that they seem to everyone else that they are a farming agricultural community. In reality, however, the majority of the civilization lives in deep bunkers made underground. The Genii built these tunnels and systems a long time ago, spending most of their lives, and some of them all of their lives, underground, and taking it in shifts in order to come up to the surface and in order to farm, exposing only a small amount of the population at risk of being culled, while the majority lives peacefully down below and develops ways in order to destroy the Wraith, primarily putting their eggs in one basket, which would be nuclear warheads. However, their development of the nuclear weapons has not exactly been all that great, and their containment for their uranium is also not all that great, leading McKay to comment that they probably have very short lifespans at this level of radiation exposure, as well as that would decrease their fertility rates. Being a military dictatorship, the way that power moves from one person to the next is through a coup. We see this with Cowan and Layden Redeem. Layden was working under Cowan, who was the leader of the Genii, and then blew him up with a nuclear bomb, as well as all of his most loyal people, in order to throw a almost bloodless coup to put himself as leader of the Genii. However, this form of transferring power does come with its downsides, including pissing off people who want to do it too, such as this guy. This is Koya. He is a military leader of the Genii, and to be honest, he's psychotic. However, when other parties like that are taken out of the picture, a leader of the Genii can last for decades and lead the people as long as the general people like what he's doing, which I guess is a motivator to do the right thing. The Genii do have spies throughout the entire galaxy, where they build bunkers and they have safe houses and they gather intelligence to know how to best fight the Wraith and where to deploy their nuclear weapons. Their timeline was sped up considerably when the Atlantis expedition awoken the Wraith, which they were really pissed off about, like really pissed off about. And it's understandable. But they use subterfuge in order to turn native peoples against the Atlantis expedition to get what they want, and use basically any method that they could possibly think of in order to ensure that the Genii interests are foremost and that the Genii are well taken care of. The Genii were the secret powerhouse in the Pegasus Galaxy before the Atlantis expedition came along and stirred the pot. And by that I mean awakening the Wraith to go out and eat everybody in the freaking galaxy. The Genii then had to step up their level of timeline as well as their level of aggression and have all of their people go on to freaking overdrive to try to gather more information about the Wraith, about the humans, and make sure that the Genii are preserved through this massive culling. At the heart of the Genii are a people who are fiercely loyal to themselves. People who are willing to do anything to make sure that they survive. This is a very admirable trait, but it also means that you would not want to be on the bad side of the Genii. This can turn out very bad for you. Let me know what you think about the Genii in the comment section down below. You can check right here for another racial profile, or right here for some more Stargate awesomeness. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.